Good morning. Thought I'd do a video on a bit more of a sort of formal video, I suppose, on what we offer from dry ice cleaning and dry ice blasting and the coatings that we offer. We get asked numerous times what the difference is, and what do we offer and that sort of thing. So thought I'd jump on, do a relatively sort of short video, but informational video on what we offer. So there's lots of names that go around in the market, and there's lots of great people doing great things in this market. So is there a difference between dry ice cleaning and dry ice blasting? In my opinion, and it is my opinion, there is. The main difference being the power that the ice is shot out at. So let's say, for example, you had a vehicle with underseal, or a black sort of underseal underneath. That will need blasting because of the power that the ice is shot out at and the requirement behind removing that protective coating or black coating. It requires a lot more power. So that for me is what dry ice blasting is. Dry ice cleaning is when you have a vehicle that doesn't have a protective coating and it's just cleaning off years of salt and dirt and grime and that sort of thing. So what do we offer? Our services in-house that we've partnered up with and invested in is more built around cleaning. So vehicles that don't have sort of thick black underseals, we can remove, and we can clean up a vehicle as well. We can do interiors because we can turn the pressure down, and that's kind of what we do in-house. Now what we can do and what we will do and we've done is we can prep a vehicle. We have the facility to do it. We buy the ice and then we have someone come in and do the blasting. So it's not to say that we can't do blasting, but me personally I don't have the facilities to do it, and therefore we can get someone in to do it. And one of the reasons we will offer that is based around the coatings afterwards and what we can offer in-house. So what are some of the pros and cons of dry ice cleaning and blasting? So there's lots of stories going around that it doesn't create dirt and all this sort of stuff. It creates a lot of dirt. Obviously that dirt has to go somewhere. What dry ice cleaning or blasting is doing is it's firing out frozen CO2 at high pressure, high velocity, and then the impact of the ice hitting the surface, it sublimates, turns from a solid to a gas, and that knocks the dirt off. Now that dirt has to go somewhere, and it goes on the floor, and trust me, it is messy. To say that it's not messy is complete myth and not true. What can't it do? I mean, some of my experiences are that sometimes it doesn't always move sort of greases and oils and stuff like that. That might be down to the power of our machinery, but I've not seen it move in certain instances, sort of built up oily residue on the underneath of a car, for example. So there are some things it can't do, but it is very good at cleaning up years of salt and dirt and grime and obviously mud, and it can clean really well on sort of arch trims and stuff like that. And because of the nature of what it is, it's non-abrasive, so you can hit things and it leaves the substrate behind it clean and intact. Now, the only thing that I would say is that it's non-abrasive, but if you were to have, if for example there was an area of your car that is weak and it's rusted and the metal is no longer strong, then the pressure, the air pressure, could break through that metal. So not necessarily the ice that's doing that, it's the pressure of the air. So there are some risks associated with it, of course there are, but it's not media blasting. We're not firing something that's abrasive. So the only thing that may cause or have a risk is pressure, but obviously with somebody that's experienced, they will see those areas before they're hit with the dry ice blasting gun. So that just covers a few of the questions that we get asked about what we do. So what do we offer cleaning? We've had many cars in now, from new, old, classic, modern. It's great cleaning them, and it is worth doing. It's an area of the car that's often neglected, and cars need a bit of care and attention underneath. So after winter, or even after a summer, it's good to have it done, because it just refreshes the underneath. It keeps all the sort of gaiters and rubbers and stuff like that all nice and clean. So it is highly recommended to do, but it isn't it's not a low cost option to do, to the service to offer. So what are the coatings we offer? What makes us different, let's say? So we're one of a handful, I think, in the UK of centres that can offer a product called IGL Coatings Aegis. Now, Aegis is a C5 rated graphene-based clear coat system. It's highly anti-corrosive, highly protective. We can do others. We try and avoid doing other coatings. We certainly don't like to do black coatings, so that's just covering up areas that may become weak, and you may spot stuff too late if it's coated in a black product. So IGL Aegis was designed for the sort of more industrial industry, and then it's sort of been used in varying other industries as well. It's because of the amount of graphene that's in it. It's like it looks black when you're mixing, but when you're applying, it gives it like a black, sort of dark hue to the colour that you're applying it to. Glossy, and then eventually it sort of mattes off and goes more of an OEM kind of colour, or consistency. It's quite a intensive process of application, but the time that it lasts outweighs many other products, or all products pretty much on the market. So, for example, lots of products will last up to 2,000 hours with a salt exposure test. Some may be slightly more, but a lot of them are underneath that. For example, like a lanolin based product is probably 1,000 hours, which is why you have to apply it every, from our test, 6 months at least. At maximum, it lasts generally around 6 months, and then you have to reapply it. Maybe perfect for winter. Obviously, you can apply it on everything, but it is incredibly messy, and not something you want to get off your skin and stuff like that as well. IGL Aegis is tested on 6,000 hours plus, compared to the like 2 and others of pretty much the rest of the market. It cures in a solid format, so it cures hard, and like I said earlier, it cures as a sort of clear or slightly darker clear colour. So in essence, what do we offer? We offer dry ice cleaning. We can offer blasting, but we have a third party come in and do that with us. We'll prep the car, they'll come in and blast it, and then we apply the coatings afterwards. What coatings do we use? Typically, we only use Aegis. We are in the process of trying to develop a system where we can inject Aegis into sort of channels and cavities, but at the moment, we'll pretty much use a built Hamber cavity wax if we need to get anywhere that's a bit more complicated, because we can't see the spread of Aegis inside a cavity. So, yeah, if you have any questions, if we haven't covered anything that you have, that you want to be answered in or are based around this market, then put a comment below, drop us a message, we'll put all our contact details below as well. But I hope that covers off some basic information that isn't out there. It's just our opinion, my opinion. So yeah, thank you very much. See you on the next one.